It's strange. I'm not gonna lie, it's strange to see my face all over N.D.G. But N.D.G is, when you're from N.D.G, it's the only community in Montreal that I know of, certainly, that you wear that as a badge of honor. You don't grow up in the streets of N.D.G, in the alleyways of N.D.G, because that's a big part of our community, arguing over French and English. You speak franglais. Everyone does it. I grew up with these kids. I'll never forget these kids that we played street hockey almost every day in this one alleyway. We called ourselves the Tigres de Montréal. And nobody ever said, we're the Tigers, the Tigre, or whatever. Just, we were les Tigres de Montréal. And we were a group of kids. There were probably about 6 or 7 French kids and 3 or 4 English kids. And we didn't care who said what. The big thing I remember is everybody used to call them penalties. Not penalties, penalties, because it was penalité or penalty. And we just called it penalties, because that's N.D.G. We just found a way to make it work together. We do the Saint-Jean festival in the alleyway, all the French kids and all the English kids. And that's what N.D.G really is at its core. It's an area where divisions are non-existent. To be part of that community and to have my face on the sign trying to represent that community is something I'm extremely proud of. So is it weird to see my face on the sign? 100%. But I'll bring it to something that Mark Trestman actually taught me. It was one of the best lessons I ever pulled away from the Alouettes, and I'll respect Mark Trestman for my whole life for this message. His first day, he brought everybody down in the football operations department. I was at Olympic Stadium. He brought us all down to the locker room. And when I tell you he meant this with every ounce of his soul, to this day I believe it. He said, every single one of you is part of our wins, our losses, our successes, and our failures. And I believe that every single person in an organization is part of that, and I try to be the same way with my staff. It's not just because the guy threw the ball to the other guy who caught the ball that we won that game. There's a lot that goes behind it. You have people making decisions who are out of touch with the people who are affected by those decisions. I'm somebody who's affected by those decisions. As somebody who's affected, I want to be part of the solutions to make people like me have better lives.